Welcome to Chopra Health. In our Class 1 introduction, we will be sharing with you the foundational principles of Ayurveda. We will look at what is Ayurveda, why do you need it, and how to apply it in your daily lives. So what brought me to Ayurveda? First, looking for ways to prevent disease. Coming from a family that has a long history of heart disease, blood pressure, and diabetes. My father passed away in his early 50s of a heart attack, and I wanted to make sure that I followed a lifestyle or were able to find things to do that would prevent that would not happen to me. Gladly, science today proves that we may be carrying the genes. However, 90 to 95% of whether we get that disease depends on our lifestyle. And second, as I was looking for ways to reduce stress and anxiety, I really resonated with Ayurveda's concept of holistic health, bringing our mind, body, spirit together so that not only are we reducing the stress, but we are creating a harmony in all dimensions so that we can be happy. Researching the meaning of wellness, I was happy to see that Ayurveda focuses on treating the root causes versus simply treating the symptoms. As an example, when I was having back pain, it was important to understand what was the root cause, such as my posture, versus simply taking pain medication. Before we go deeper, let's take a moment to center ourselves, taking few slow, deep breaths. And connecting with our intent of why we are here today, celebrating the step that we are taking in our journey of 1,000 miles towards a healthier and happier life. So what is the meaning of the word Ayurveda? It is derived from two Sanskrit words, Ayu meaning life and Veda meaning science. Ayurveda, therefore, is the science of life that can help us with leading a long, healthy, and happy life. Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old healing system that originated in ancient India. And the Chopra Health program that was developed by Dr. Deepak Chopra and Dr. David Simon integrates the principles of modern science with this ancient healing wisdom of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a consciousness-based approach, and what it tells us is that it is one consciousness that expresses itself in different modified forms. It has a concept of layers of life that we typically know as body, mind, and spirit. One of the greatest philosophers of Vedanta was Adi Shankara, who lived in 8th century AD. So Shankara elegantly elaborated the layers of life that mask our essential spiritual self. The essence of Shankara's teaching is that one underlying field of intelligence manifests itself in many forms and phenomena that we call the physical universe. Shankara called the layers that mask our essential nature koshas, a Sanskrit word that means coverings. He categorized these into three primary divisions: the physical, mental, and the spiritual. So let's take a deeper look into these. So first, what we have is the physical body, the Sattula Sharira. Sattula means the solid or the gross, in which we have our body that we can easily, typically all the time associate with. However, we see that even though our senses tell us that the environment is outside of us and separate, every moment as we breathe in oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide, which is then recycled by plants and trees, you can see that the environment is our extended body. The food that we eat creates this body, which Shankara calls as the Annamaya Kosha, meaning the body made of food. And third, the Pranamaya Kosha is our energy body. Prana signifying the life force that runs in us and animates all living things. And the second, the subtle body, the Sukshma Sharira. Sukshma meaning the soft. It has the realms of the mind, the intellect, and the ego. Mind being the Manomaya Kosha, intellect the Buddhimaya Kosha, and the ego as the Ankara. Third is the causal body, the Karana Sharira, which has the realms of our Jiva, our personal soul, the collective soul, and the universal soul. So why does it matter? If you can understand and integrate the many dimensions of the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, then you will be able to understand, know, and apply that it is the one consciousness that expresses itself in different modified forms. And you will be able to know that you are part of the wholeness, which is the entire universe. Be able to become one with the mantra, Aham Brahasmi. Know that I am infinite. Know that I am divine. Know that I am the universe. You will learn that in Ayurveda there is no one-size-fits-all. Ayurveda is first personalized, meaning that it tailors its treatments and recommendations based on your unique characteristics and needs. Second, Ayurveda is preventative. It helps you make choices that create health while preventing disease. And it taps into your intuitive healing abilities. And third, Ayurveda is practical. It provides you with simple tools and practices that you can apply in your day-to-day life. Ayurveda's next concept is about experience. It tells us that our lives are moment-to-moment experiences. Everything that we do, such as what we eat, how we eat, what we read, what we look at, has an effect on us. So the premise is simple. If we can change our experiences by making the right choices, we can change our life. Ayurveda provides us means to do so with personalized, preventative, and practical means. So next is the concept of doshas, which can be described as our mind-body makeups. And first, Ayurveda reminds us of the 5 elements that it calls Maha bhutas. These elements are the ether, fire, air, water, and earth. And the 3 doshas, Vata, Pita, and Kapha, are made up of the 5 elements in different combinations. You will also see that everyone has all 3 doshas. It's just that the blend of the dosha varies and what makes each person unique. One may have large amounts of one dosha versus less of the others. In the upcoming sessions, we will look at each of the dosha types, understanding what is in balance versus out of the balance, so that you can work with the techniques to bring harmony in your lives. So having learned these base principles, if you're curious to know what is your dosha, we will next share with you a quiz that will help you determine your unique mind-body makeup. See you in the next session. Namaste.